Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Living Divinity. I want to thank all of you who have been with me. We have 1 or 2 new subscribers. Thank you very much. Please continue to share, like, comment, and those who are visiting, feel free to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future postings. So, of course, we want to thank God for the opportunity to come together, and I want to say things are looking better, right? Are we seeing in our future that we are going to have more a wholesome life? Things that we enjoyed doing, we're going to begin to do it, okay? And let's start living our best life today, okay? So I pulled 3 cards out of my written boxes, or my written cards. So Life After You by Daughtry, and the World Wide Web. Ask God to enter your soul, your home, your car, your life for your best results. So I'm going to say real quickly that life after you, there's always in this world, right? When one cycle ends, there's always another cycle. The World Wide Web could be watching the tarot readings. It could be doing research. It could be, hopefully you're not one of those, what do you call it? OnlyFans, right? Or doing anything like that. And that's, I mean, to each their own. But anyways, we want to keep our morals high. And we want to be respectful to ourselves so we can respect others, okay? So, those are my handwritten cards. Life After You by Daughtry. It's really a beautiful song. And then the World Wide Web. And then asking God to come into your soul, into your home. Invite Him into your home, into your car, when you're going to work. Thank Him for everything. Have a feeling of gratitude. So the card we pulled today is, I don't know what's wrong with this. Relationships are assignments for optimal growth and healing. So once we go through a cycle and we know that it is what it is, maybe, you know, the saying is people are that you cross paths with. It's for that moment, or it's for a season, or it's for a lifetime. So regardless of which one of those categories you fit in, it's always for growth and healing. People reflect what you need to work on yourself. So we have to be able to balance that out to maintain a relationship, and it works both ways. So when I was pulling the cards, I was thinking that this is the reading would be what's coming up for you, okay? So out of the Psychic Tarot, we received the Sacral Chakra, Power, and Destiny. Okay, so let me read Sacral Chakra for you real quick. The element is water. The glands is testicles or ovaries. The keywords I want. Known as the sacral chakra, the second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To keep the chakra balanced and its energy flowing, try dancing, moving your hips and lower abdomen. Use a color meditation and practice yoga. Express your sexuality and nurture yourself. And remember, you do matter. So when I look at these 3 cards together, it's kind of telling me what is in your future is you're going to start working on yourself. You're going to start exercising. You're going to start connecting all your chakras. You're going to do your chakra trainings. You are going to master it, right? Become an expert about it. And through that, you're going to gain knowledge. Knowledge is power. And when you put in your mindset that you want your life to change, when you see your future, people might ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years or in 10 years? You're going to answer, I see myself learning a lot, to being a sponge to learning, to understanding life itself, to be living the life that you choose to live and beginning it today will give you a lot of power. And then, of course, you'll know what your destiny is. Find your destiny, and it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So carry through with your creativity. Stand in your power. Don't let anybody tell you different about how you feel, because those are your emotions, they're your feelings. And you'll find that you will get to know who you are. And that's really the destiny, is for us to find ourselves and heal ourselves. Okay? So then, out of the tattoo, I pulled 3 cards. The Tattoo Tarot. And I have the Queen of Swords. I have the Emperor. And I have the World. So when I look at these 3 cards, I always say the Queen of Swords looks really mad and angry. With her next to the Emperor, and with the World card being at the end, it could go several different ways. The Emperor is, he's supposed to know who he is, right? He's supposed to know who he is and what he wants. The Queen of Swords, she speaks her truth, and she's got that sword. So you can get the good side of the sword or the bad side of the sword, depending upon how you treat her. I kind of feel like these two aren't really a match. And maybe, although they wanted it to be, they tried real hard. It looks like the Emperor elevated a little bit more than the Queen. And it's like a power struggle. And the World is the cycle ending. Okay? So next I pulled 3 cards from the Archangel Power Tarot cards. The first one is the Star. You are the star. And your dream can come true. Believe in yourself and the end of a difficult situation. The Ace of Raphael, new beginning. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. And the Strength card. That is the same as the Power card from the other cards. So Spirit is asking you to call back your power, whoever you are, stand in your truth. There's a thing such as compromise, but don't compromise any of your strong beliefs. And I mean, like, what would be a strong belief? Your moral compass, for example. Maybe you are a person who likes one-on-one relationships, and maybe someone else wants a poly thingy. You got to stand in your truth. And if your person loves you and wants to be with you, the compromise is really the right compromise. And that's just me speaking, so to each their own. But to choose you, or to choose the both of you, not to choose Tom, Sue, and Jane. Okay? So, in the future, you will achieve some of your dreams. You are going to begin to believe in yourself today, and you're going to keep a positive mindset, because what your thoughts are is what your reality becomes. Okay, so this is the reading about what's in your future. Okay, so a new start for the star, and you're going to have strength. If you don't feel like you have enough strength, then you need to pray to the Most High. Ask that you are instilled with this incredible strength to keep you on a momentum to get to your desired goal. Okay? So next I pulled 3 cards from the messages of the mermaids, from the mermaids. And the first one I have is magic. So magic is important because it could be good or bad. People can wish good upon you, or they can wish bad upon you, right? So you always want to make sure that you say, like on a daily basis, I return to sender. So if someone's sending you love, you're sending that back energetically. If someone's sending you hate, you're not even touching it, right? You're just returning it. So it's the power of your words that you use, the power of your thoughts and your feelings, the power of your mind. It's very important. It's crucial to stay positive. And I'm hearing through other readers that someone might be sending some black magics to one of the collective, and they're using their power and not even knowing anything about it, and say, oh Lord, can you just return it to sender, whatever it is? And then it's getting boomerang back to that person who's doing black magic on you. And then they're trying to tell, because things are hitting them, right? They're trying to portray that you're the one doing it. Okay, they don't want to say I'm doing black magic, and I know the collective knows how to return to sender, and that's why I'm going through these trials and tribulations right now. So that has nothing to do with you, and to keep your aura, to keep your space, to keep your mind, because a part of manipulation is the power of someone else's words. So although they might be 1 mile away, or right next door, or 1,000 miles away, the power of people's words, it's evident that they can't enter into your mind, and then you're stuck with that thinking it's you. Why are you feeling insecure? Why are you feeling like you don't have enough? Why do you feel like people don't love you, or people don't like you? At the end of the day, the only person you really have to worry about is spirit, your relationship between you and our Creator. Okay? So any negative thoughts, you have to kind of step back for a minute and say, hey, why am I even feeling that way? Why am I even thinking like that? My day isn't that bad to where that would be part of my thoughts. And you just reject those thoughts and return them to sender. Okay? So the next one is gentleness. So we're all in a learning phase, right? So we can't beat ourselves up. If we know that we've done something wrong in the past, we can't carry it with us, because any negativity that we carried with us to the next day is negative that we carry with us to the next day. We don't want to start a day like that, right? We want to start a day being happy. We want to start a day feeling rested. We want to start a day saying it's going to be a good day. Okay? So be gentle on yourself. Don't beat yourself up for what you did yesterday. Just know in your heart that whatever it is that you might feel like you did wrong yesterday, just promise yourself, promise God, the Creator, just forgive me. I'll do my best never to do it again. So then I have friendship. So in your future, maybe you want to do some magic, some good magic. And maybe you want to teach people how to be gentle with themselves. And maybe through that you will develop some good friends that are worth holding on to. Okay? So, let's see. The next we have, I just pulled one card out of the Divine Feather. And this is the feather. And it's the ostrich. The choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. Okay. While he cannot fly, the ostrich is a creature of great strength and speed. This exotic bird, with his head held high, is seen as symbolizing higher knowledge and intuition. At the same time, he embodies grounding and a tangible connection to the earth. In mythology, the great Egyptian goddess Ma'at uses her feather of truth, the ostrich feather, to weigh the hearts of those passing at the end of life. If the heart is pure and good, the heart is sent with the soul to the upper world. If the heart is dark and impure, it is swallowed and dissolved. In this way, the feather of Ma'at represents justice served based on right action and choice. While we seek higher knowledge, we should choose to use it in a practical and grounded way. Message: Ostrich Messenger invites you to reflect on your personal journey now. Have you been on an endless search for knowledge, teaching, and wisdom? Maybe you have not yet begun. In either case, this divine messenger urges you to begin to move ideas and energy out of the mental realm and start to apply this information in a practical way. Using new knowledge is the way to move forward in life. Always remember to reflect on the truth of what you are walking in the world. Choose to lower your head occasionally like ostrich, not to bury it, but to look deeply inward. Honor what is true and just in your own heart. The affirmation: truth guides my journey forward. I am fully grounded in this way. So say it again. The affirmation is: truth guides my journey forward. I am fully grounded in this way. Okay, so the card I pulled, you see, is relationships and assignments for optimal growth and healing. So we're all here for a reason. We're all here to teach others about themselves and have lessons for us to teach. Have lessons for us also to learn about ourselves. Okay. So the last part of the reading is going to be the angel number. So 5 of Roses. This reminds me of the inner child when I look at this card. So you have a boy and a girl. They're both, he's got his little telescope and she's got her magnifying glass. But they're just enjoying Earth's, the things that are interest them regarding what's going on around the world, right? So he might be looking at a bird up in a tree. Maybe there's a lake there or an ocean, and he's looking at ships, And this little girl is looking at little bugs, looking at flowers. So the 5, and then reflection, which is a 19. Reflecting. So you see the moon's out. So I don't know, is this the new moon now? But reflect on where you've been. Reflect on what it is that you feel like you need to work on to heal. Reflect on the direction you want to go forward, right? And you really want to get a little tablet and jot some things down. You may want to just start writing your autobiography. Maybe you don't have children yet, or maybe you do and they're too young. You might want to start writing things down in the event that God takes you, and you'll be able to leave something to your child or children to reference things that you want them to know that maybe you haven't had a chance to tell them. So reflect on where you've been, where you are now, where do you see yourself going, and the best course of action is always having love on the forefront. It's always choosing truth over lies. It's choosing right over wrong. It's choosing your moral compass to be upright. And when you start living that and believing that, you can start sharing that with others. Yeah, I was in the dark. Yeah, I did do those bad things, but I decided that I wanted better for myself. I opened myself up to the Lord. The Lord entered, because of free will. Free will allows you to run rapid as long as you want, and there comes a time, unless it's instantaneously some sort of tragic thing, there comes a time when you're going to contemplate and you're going to reach up and you're going to say, God, enter my heart. Okay? I want a better life. Okay? So the last one is Uriel and the Sphinx. And this talks about like digging deep into your soul. And that, look, there's another moon. Okay? It's digging deep into who you are. Who are you? What is your destiny? What things make your heart just flutter? What excites you about your life? And if you feel like you don't have anything that turns you up a notch, find that, because that will keep you young. That will keep your mind going. That will keep you going in the right direction. Okay? So angel number 5. I wanted to do 520, but I said I'll do 523. Okay? So if you're curious about 520, you can always do that. So let me read this angel number to you. And I want to thank God because, as you know, those that have been with me for a while, I went from doing hour readings to 7-minute readings. So I don't know, something got into my phone, and whatever it is, maybe it was a negative entity. Maybe God sent it out, because now I have 59 minutes. So I thank God for protecting me and guiding me and keeping me safe. And I have the same prayer for my collective. I pray that God, Creator, Spirit, He has many names. Okay? One God, one love. I pray that He covers you and your loved ones with blessings. Things that you can truly see that He is alive and He is in your life, and how blessed you really are. I get a little sappy, so I'm sending you all the positive, all the love that I could send to you right now. Love is healing. Hugs are healing. And we have to enjoy those that enjoy us while they're here, because when they're gone, spiritually, they're always with you. Okay? When you leave this world and you're on that good side, that pure side, you take your heart with you, so you carry love with you. Okay? God is love. What else could you carry to heaven? Okay? So 523, the number 523 is a blend of the energies of the number 5, the vibrations of number 2, and the energies of number 3. Number 5 relates to progress, activity, variety, versatility, adaptability, cleverness, and intelligence. Life choices and changes and life lessons learned through experience. Number 2 adds its vibration of duality and balance, happiness and encouragement, faith and trust, divine life purpose and devotion. Number 3 is the number of the Ascended Masters and resonates with manifesting positive abundance, communication, creativity, self-expression, joy, and spontaneity, affability, faith, hope, and charity, enthusiasm, and optimism. Angel number 523 is the message that major life changes are taking place to bring you into alignment with your life purpose and soul mission. Give any fears, worries, or concerns to the angels for healing and transmutation. Your angels encourage you to release the old and embrace the new, and walk your soul path with confidence and enthusiasm. Angel number 523 is a message to have faith, trust, and confidence that the angels and ascended masters are assisting and guiding you through current life changes. These changes promise to bring improvements, advancement, and favorable opportunities into your life, and you are encouraged to look upon these changes as new ways of being and doing. Some aspects can be left behind in the past to make room for new and exciting opportunities to enter your life and new directions to take. Invite the angels and masters into your life to help you achieve your material and spiritual goals. Okay, so to talk a little bit about transmuting. I've taken on the task to always do my best to practice what I preach. So regarding environment, I will do my due diligence, and I will try to pick up discarded things that are on the ground and put them in the rubbish in the dumpster or can. I have been doing an exercise regimen that is giving me upper body strength. I did construction for like 10 years. So I was, 20. I was like 58 when I moved from Oahu to my hometown, Guadalupe, California. And so I haven't done any heavy lifting. So I'll be 62 this year, and I want to keep my body healthy. So I've noticed that for 4 years I haven't moved around any tile. I haven't done any demos. I haven't mixed any thin set. I haven't carried any big tools like tile cutters around. I haven't done any of that strenuous work, which really kept me in shape. So I want to carry on my physique from then to now and into my future. So I started an exercise routine, and I actually got two of these. So I went down. We have a lot of sand here, so I actually took 2 of these and filled them with sand, and I started my exercise routine because, well, I'm a minimalist, okay? So this is it's the big juice thing. So then I got used to it. Well, first I added water, and every time I moved it, it was slushing, and it wasn't that heavy. So then I took the water out. I went down and got me some sand in there, and I kind of moved it around that way like a sandbag, right? And but then that got to where I wasn't feeling like I was doing anything, so I filled it with water, so it's actually wet sand. So it's a little bit heavier, but I'm getting used to it. But I'm doing exercises to increase, make my core stronger, make my shoulders keep working, and my arms. Trying to get my arms back in shape. And then, I do a little dancing, so I might show you guys my dancing routine one day as a quick clip. But the thing is to find the things that you love to do. And I was doing artwork for a while, painting, and I was blessed to give canvas painted pictures to many around this neighborhood. People I grew up with, different departments at the city office. I've been blessed to have paintings sent to Hawaii, my friends in Hawaii, friends on the East Coast, and kind of everywhere in between. Not everywhere, but I have different people. Colorado. I think I sent one down to like Arizona. I sent one to Idaho or Iowa, just kind of all over. And I randomly was able just to give them. I'd be crossing the main street, which is Guadalupe Street, and if I was carrying a stack and some random person was driving by, I'd give them a picture, and so I believe in making things better, right? It's the gift of giving is, well, it just feels good, and with no expectations back, because God blesses me, right? And the thing is you never know what that person's going through. So I was actually making jewelry, and I kind of gifted out a lot of that too. I sold some pieces, but mostly I gifted it, and it's to bring back to honor my grandparents, my mom's parents, who they built their home here in 1956, and they were very good in the community, and people loved both of them, and I do it in honor of them. So I say honor your ancestors, because when you honor your ancestors, you bless your descendants. If you don't honor your ancestors, if you speak bad upon the dead, you curse your bloodline. So be careful what you say. Think about, I'm not perfect. I'm far from being perfect. And I wish I could take back some words that I said. And maybe, knowing now what I know now, had I known, say, 20 years ago, I would have chosen my words more carefully. And I would have been able to stand in my truth. So the thing is energetically, we are all connected. Sort of like if you're at home and you're thinking about one of your close friends or close relatives, and then all of a sudden the phone rings, and it's who you were just thinking about. When they think about you, you think about them. And when you think about them, they're thinking about you. And I've seen so many instances where I'm energetically connected. Coming back to Guadalupe, I actually had to disconnect quite a few people out of my life because of the negative attachments that they had. So when you are around people with negative attachments, people who are not living in their true selves, people who have not done the work in healing themselves, when you hang around them, you become them. Say like something dumb, not really dumb, but say someone who steals, right? If you hang around with someone who steals, birds of a feather flock together. You might you might say, no, I'm not going to steal, but if you keep hanging around with them, eventually you're going to succumb to it. So you want to be careful about who you hang around with. You could be guilty by association. If you're with that person and they're stealing something, hey, I didn't steal that car. He just told me he got the car for me to get in. You are guilty by association. So the thing is you really have to choose yourself and separate yourself from negative, because otherwise there's negative all around you. And it's up to us, this generation now. I'm most of the people that's watching my channel is in their 30s, so you're still one generation below me, not below like that, but what I'm saying. Your generation is a generation to start turning the tide, turning the tide. So 7 generations down, the world will begin to get better. And that's when, they say Jesus is going to come back and the meek will inherit the earth, right? We're supposed to be working towards that. And we begin by not blaming anybody for anything, accepting people for who they are. And if you've tried to talk to them about spirituality and they turn a blind eye to them, you can talk to them, but if they're not ready to hear it, if they're not ready to even try to understand it, then it's not that you leave them behind. You let them be where they're going to be, and you keep living your life and keep searching for what makes you happy, and your soul tribe will come to you. Right now, I've been alone since 2019. Not alone, because God is always with me. I've had signs. My ancestors have been with me. I actually see visions when I walk down past my grandparents' house, I see visions of my grandpa on the front porch. I see visions of my sister Tanya on the front porch with my 2 brothers and my other sister Terry. All of my aunties have passed away. All my grandparents' daughters are all gone. I just have my uncle left. And he's they say he was really spoiled because he was the only son, and maybe he didn't do his life all right, but you know what? I still love him. And I make sure that every time I see him, I tell him, you're my mom's little brother. And I'll always love you, and I always will wish your family well. And he's 81 this year. And I told him, I said, I want you to live a long life. I want you to be here a long time, so you just take good care. And I don't believe in gossiping. I don't, gossipers, I go the other way, because that energy is just, it's not a good feeling. And I've seen it in my own family. I've seen it with when I was married, their family. They talked about everybody, and I wasn't really into it. I just felt like if you felt that way, why don't you say it to their face, But I just, that saying, oh, don't say anything, try to keep the peace. Whose peace are we trying to keep? We need to speak up. We need to do it in a way that honors God. I've expressed pretty much everything I need to express to my family members, my loved ones, and I leave them to do their own thing. And I don't really want to share my life with them, because they can get engrossed in negativity, and to keep my peace, I just have to stay away. And I'm totally fine with that. I've been alone in a house since June of 2019, and Although I have family members all around me, I just prefer to be by myself right now. And I need to spend time with people who see value in me, like I see value in them. And I do have, a few people that I just really love to spend time with. But I don't smother them. It's like I see them like once a month or something. Otherwise, I'd be there every day, right? But no, I have my dog. He's 11 years old. I try to feed him right. I try to take care of him and keep the house clean and keep him clean. And I'm just taking care of myself right now, and I'm totally fine with that. So search in your heart what's right for you, dear. All of you. Guys, girls, older, younger. If you live alone, appreciate your time and love yourself more. Okay, so if no one has told you today that you are loved, I love you. Okay? Our Creator loves you. We are all children of the Creator. That gives us the ability to create the life that we dream of. Okay? So dream for good health. See yourself in the future having good health. What steps can you take to get there? And just a tidbit of information. Garlic powder. The garlic will it will activate your metabolism. So it's good for your skin, I think, and your nails. You could Google it, but definitely it's good for your metabolism. So I sprinkle garlic powder on a lot of my foods, and it's actually good for dogs too, and it will repel bugs. So sprinkle a little garlic powder on your cat or dog food. Check about your cat. I'm pretty sure it's good for your cat, but I definitely know it's good for the dog. So, and I season his food. He won't eat anything that's not seasoned. So I want to say that without all of you, there's no need for me to be here. So thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery, self-healing, self-love, and finding a direction that's right for you. We'll see you on the next reading. Sending you love, lots of love, healing, happiness, joy, being fulfilled so you're not lacking. Even if you don't have everything that you want, appreciate what you have. Thank God for what you have. Showing gratitude and having a thankful heart is the beginning. Okay? We should try to do that every day. All right? So, well, I got a brand new candle and it's not burned down very far, but you see, it's not glowing that much. I think I gotta get some of the wax out. It's still going. So we'll see you on the next one. I'll get this posted as what's in your future. All right? I love you. Bye-bye.